I always tell folks, by the grace of God, I had a mother that did not give up on her son. So Faith, as I see Dollar standing back there, it was my mom actually who reached out to the Maryland Department of Labor, we called it Dollar at the time, and said, send me every apprenticeship program in the state of Maryland. She said, Corey, go fill out these applications. You have to change the trajectory of what you're doing and how you're going forward. Luckily, I was accepted into the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. So I went through the IBW's 5-year apprenticeship program, and some of the things that enticed me, because I think of that and I think of if I was the 18, the 17, the 20-year-old Corey, what would I be thinking about at that moment? So it was the wage. To be honest with you, I thought that they were hustling me, because at the end of the day, some of our young folks only have folks in their family that may be making $30,000, $40,000. So you're telling me, Greg, that I could be making that $30,000 or $40,000 or $60,000, $70,000. My 50, I cracked $70,000 as a 5th-year apprentice. At that time, as a young man, I'm not thinking about like the health coverage, but like the health coverage is superb. Imagine if I didn't have health coverage. And then I talked to you about me and Garrett, we're 20 years into this field, so we're thinking about what does retiring look like, what does retiring with dignity look like. But now you start to think about what does that process look like. And I always thought that my career path would be some big business owner, because I was just trying to figure out how to do it legit, how to be aspiring, how to bring more people along. For 3 years, I spent on the road, bringing about the same opportunities that I did, figuring out how could we lift the standard for all people. But the reality is that it brought me back home. It brought me back home because I realized that politics is around everything that we do. Whether that's what our school conditions look like for our K through 12 schools, what our higher education institutions look like. The other thing that I focused on was apprenticeships. Looking at the state-funded projects and say, how can we leverage that? Y'all, I'm always trying to stretch a buck. My mom says that I can make a nickel screen. So when I looked at the state projects and I looked